Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Code Cycle, and in today's tutorial we are going to discuss about if, else and else if statements in Python. So most of the times we use these statements to check whether a condition is true or not. If it is true, then do this, else do this. For example, let's take this as an example that the user enters something and I want to check that the input is a numeric value in between 1 or 10 or not. For that, I have to create a condition. So my condition here is the value should be in between the range of 1 and 10. It can also be 1 and 10. So for that, I need to create a condition here that, let's just say I will store input inside the variable 1. Let's just say that variable 1 must be greater or equal to 1. Greater or equal to 1 because of the lower limit, because I can enter at least 1 or I can enter any number greater than 1. So that's why I've created a subcondition here which says that the variable 1 must be greater than 1 or it can be equal to 1. So now look at my upper boundary or my upper limit. This 10 here means that I cannot enter any number above 10. So my subcondition here will be, let's just say that my variable 1 can be less than or equal to 10. So if I join these two subconditions using an AND operator, this whole condition will mean that my input value cannot exceed with the range of 1 and 10. It should be at least 1 and maximum 10. The value should be in between this space which I am creating. So yeah, and about the AND operator. This AND operator here is doing is that this AND operator makes the whole condition true when both of these subconditions are true. If variable 1 is greater and equal to 1 and the other subcondition variable 1 is smaller or equal to 10, if both of those conditions are true, then this whole condition will be considered true. So first of all, I'm going to take input inside a variable. Let's just say my variable's name is going to be variable 1. And as I'm going to take an integer type value, because my range is 1 to 10 and the numerical values are actually from negative infinity to positive infinity. So I'm taking an integer type value. So that's why I write int here. Now I'm going to take input and I'm going to say that enter any number in between 1 and 10. Now nextly, I'm going to create my condition that if variable 1 is greater or equal to 1 and variable 1 is smaller or equal to 10, nextly we are going to place a colon here, which means that our condition has ended here. If this whole condition gets true, if variable 1 greater or equal to 1 and variable 1 smaller or equal to 10 gets true, just print true. If this condition is not true, when you write else, place a colon there, okay? One colon. Else, it will print false. I don't know why my computer is behaving like this. Let me refresh. Okay. So when I run this code here, Control Shift F10, it asks me to enter any number in between 1 and 10. Let's just say that I enter 5. It returns me true because 5 comes in between 1 and 10. The number is in between my range, so it will give me true. When I run this code again, and this time I will enter a number out of my limit or my range. Let's just say that I'm going to enter -22, so it will return me false because the number here is actually out of my range. It is far out of my range. It is the number is from the negative side of infinity, closer to negative infinity. So that's why it has returned me false. Now we have done if and else statements. The one last thing remains. We need to do the else if statement. Else if statement is used when your if statements gets false. If the if statements get false, it will check else if this condition. If even the else if condition gets false, the computer or the compiler will check the else condition. That else means if all of those conditions gets false, then do this. Now this time I want to check else if. For the else if, there is a keyword called elif, else if, and then you write your condition. Else if, I want to check whether my variable contains 0 or not. If variable 1 is equal to 0, colon, then print you have a number. Now when I run this code, it asks me to type a number in between 1 and 10, and if I enter 0, it says you have entered a number. Sorry, a dummy mistake. You have entered 0. Okay. Now, if I enter 0, it says you have entered 0. Hope so you guys understand this code. Now we are going to do another example. This time we're going to let's just say that I'm going to create a code in which the computer will ask me to write my username and then write my password. If my username and password are both correct, it will says welcome admin. Okay, this means that both of the both the password and our username are correct. And else if our password is wrong, it will return your password is wrong. Or else if my username is wrong, it will return me or print out that your username is wrong. Or if both of my variables contains wrong data, I mean that both username and the password is wrong, it will print else in the else section, else both username and password are wrong. Try again. Let me clear all this mess. Okay, now I'm going to take, first of all, why it is behaving so, let me refresh. I don't know why my computer is behaving that much slow. So okay, first of all I'm going to create a variable, let's say variable 1, in which I will take the input from the user. No, one second. Okay, I'm creating a comment here. Hash is used for the comments. Let's just say my user name will be let's just say, okay, Kashan, and my password will be pw123 abc. Now I'm going to write my code according to this username passwords. The program will only show welcome admin if both of my username and password are true. or correct in sense of coding. So variable 1 will be used for the input of username. So I'm going to take input inside it by saying enter your username, and in the next variable I'm going to store the password, and that enter your password. Now here I'm going to create my condition. If variable 1, which contains the username, is equal to, okay, my username should be Kashan, right? This here. So I'm going to place it here in between strings because it is a string. Control V. If my username or variable 1 is equal to Kashan and my password, which is present inside the variable 2, is equal to string 123 ABC, it will print column there, then it will print welcome admin, and else if variable 1, which contains the username, is not equal to Kashan, it will return me or print, it will print wrong username. And else if my variable 2, which contains the password, is not equal to Kashan, is not equal to 123 ABC, it will just return or print wrong password. And if both of my username and password are incorrect, it will return in the else section, else print wrong username and password. And in the next line it will say \n is used for the new line. Okay, in the next line it will say try again. Now when I run this code, it asks my username. This time I'm going to type the real, or the real username and password, 123 ABC. It says welcome admin, but when I place or type the wrong username, let's just say I'll type lol Zunair is gay. Zunair, if you're watching this video, don't get offended. I just meant it as a joke. And my password is blah blah blah, whatever it will say wrong username. Sorry, I have made a mistake here. I'm going to pause my video for a while and I will show you the correct word, because I don't have much time left because my video's limit is 15 minutes. So I have found my mistake. The mistake was that the position of my condition was a little bit odd. I need to place this condition here that both of my subconditions get false. It will print wrong username and password would come first at second at the line number 7. The position was very wrong. Okay, now when I place enter, when I place enter here, it will say wrong username and password. So hope so you guys understand today's tutorial, and my little request is that please like and share our video and subscribe to our channel Code Cycle, and show your support in the comment and tell me about your queries. Bye.